DuvalSports.com, Dreamkingfilmz with the head coach, Coach Miller of the Englewood Rounds. Coach, you conclude your first week of spring practice. Just give me a little bit of something on what you like about your team.
Right now, I think there's a lot of leadership, a lot of hustle. That's first, that first week, that's what you want to see. You want to see kids flying around. You want to see kids see the effort there. See the fact that they're learning, football IQ's up. And I think all that stuff plays into that first week. And then, as the weeks go on, you want to see, the preparation. You want to see the attention to detail, and see that stuff kind of happen.
Yes, sir, Coach. Let's talk about your offense. Give us how many returning starters y'all got.
Offensively, returning starters is 5. And that's kind of a mixed bag because there's a couple guys moving positions. They might have started another position last year, but there's 5 guys coming back, and we're confident in the other 6 guys that are going to jump in, and then there's a couple guys that are going to rotate a lot for us. And so we're really confident in that group that we think they're going to could be a pretty special year offensively.
Yes, sir, Coach. Speaking of a special offensive year, KJ Jefferson, he's going to North Carolina Wesleyan. Jamel Pageant, Presbyterian. How do you replace their production, Coach?
Well, I don't know if you try to replace guys. I think you try to replace production, and it might come in a different form. We're going to probably, more than likely, right now we've got a little bit of a quarterback battle, but, Shamar Rodriguez is a sophomore, and we're high on him. And then we're moving DeAndre G to quarterback he played slot last year and a little bit of running back. And we like both of them. Who wins it right now, I don't know. First week of spring. So, you're going to try and replace those guys, but it might come in a little bit different way. We may not have the production, from somebody like KJ who threw for over 1,000, ran for another 400. So you just kind of have to find out what fits your team and how you're going to average out those yards.
Yes, sir, Coach. Talk about the offensive line and who will protect your quarterbacks.
Right now, Nick Wiggins is returning right tackle. He's out. He tore his ACL last year and had surgery, and he's going to miss spring, but we'll get him back in the fall. He's already coming along really well. RJ Wright's a returning starter. Vashawn Robinson and Tristan Dancer both played, quite a bit on offense last year, so they're both coming back. And then we got a couple new guys, Ahmet Faye, Brandon King, a couple new guys that are going to rotate in there and I think, be pretty productive for us.
Yes, sir, Coach. Talk about your rushing attack. I noticed Fant Roy out there running the ball hard, Lamar Royal running it hard as well, Sermons. Just talk about your rushing attack.
That's kind of a thing for us right now. We feel like we're really deep at running back. Whether it's the slot running back guys or it's really the fullback behind there, and we feel like we've got a lot of talent there, and we're excited about that. So those guys are all going to get touches, and they're just going to kind of rotate in and keep each other fresh. And I think that'll be a benefit to us down the road.
Yes, sir, Coach. Moving over to the defensive side of the ball, Sherman Hart moves on to Valdosta State. He provided tons of production last year. How do you replace his production, as well as give me some of the bright spots on your defensive line for this year coming up?
Well, Sherman's a special player. Big kid, 6'3", 260, moves really well. And we've got a couple guys. We've got a guy we're going to get back in the fall that we're excited about that we haven't had in a couple years because of grades. And then we've got a couple young kids that are rotating in there, and we think they've got enough, to get in there and hack it with them and give those linebackers a little bit of time to read and flow. And we think we're pretty good at linebacker right now. We feel pretty solid at where we're at.
Yes, sir, Coach. Tavion Whitehead gave you a huge spark in that secondary last year. Also, Jamel Pageant at safety here and now. Talk about your secondary, Coach, and who you're going to lean on this year.
Well, I think the back 5, you have Tavion Whitehead and you have Fant Royal, and then you have Kadarius Beeford's going to make the change from Will, our strong safety spot, into our free safety spot, and then our 2 corners are both returning in JD and Zion Nico. So you take both those guys; those 5 guys are all returners. With the exception of Fant Royal, who's a new guy. We feel like that's kind of a bright spot of our defense.
Yes, sir. Speaking of those 5 guys, Coach, how many more returning starters you got on defense?
We have 6 returning starters on defense. 5 returning starters on defense, and it's those 5. Yep. It's those 5 spots, and so we're going to replace both inside linebackers and basically all 4 defensive linemen. And so that's a key area for us to find and develop and make sure that we're up to par come fall.
Yes, sir, Coach. FAU comes out to watch the Rams yesterday. Just talk about the scouts and trying to get these guys to the next level.
Yeah, you know, one of the things I think we try to do a really good job for our kids is the exposure. We send all the emails out, you know, that we can on kids, and we do all that we can for that. We've had college coaches in day out, at all times of the day coming through, and you know, trying to get film out and everything, and so trying to get that exposure for our kids and give them a chance. And if somebody likes what they're doing and wants to give them a chance to play at the next level, that's a great thing.
Yes, sir. Coach, last question. We all know the Senate passed the bill. Kids can pretty much transfer in and out, play wherever they want to. We just want to get your take on the bill, and did it hurt the Rams or did it help the Rams? We just like to get your overall take, Coach.
Honestly, I don't know if it's going to hurt us or help us. I think we treat our kids really well. I think we have a great coaching staff that coaches our kids really hard, and I think Englewood's a special place to be. But I'm really honestly too busy staying in my lane and worrying about our team to really worry about how it's gonna affect other people. We're happy with the kids we have. When the kids that want to be here and the kids that want to be Rams, we're going to coach those kids every day.
Yes, sir. Coach, do you think the bill will hurt Florida football, or do you think it'll be?
I don't know. I think you got to give it time and see what it does. I think there's a lot of people that are really negative and really against it, you know, and I understand that because it's new, you know, and it's change. And typically people don't like change. So time will tell.
Yes, sir. Coach, thanks for talking with us, and good luck to your future in the program.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Appreciate you.